Hey everybody, Scape211 here, and today got a bit of a different video. I'm going to be talking about event crate rushes and the state that they are in and how it kind of sucks lately. So I actually had different ideas planned. I'll probably do those later on this week or something, but this new one came up for Val, and I just wanted to talk about the state of this, kind of event stuff that happens, just because, you probably have seen I've done some shorts on these lately when they are for in-game currency to try to give you advice whether you should get them or not. Most of them are pretty difficult to win, but this one is a bot event. Val is a brand new legendary barrage pilot, so it is different. And I mainly wanted to talk about the percentage values of everything. Now, if you don't know when an event crate rush is going on, you can hit the info button about the possibility of what will be in the crates, and you can see all these percentage values for each of them that I show here. And as you unlock certain items in here, the percentage values will change. Now, when they are a flat value, meaning everything is the same percentage, whenever you get rid of one item, it will update everything and it will distribute it evenly among those, and you'll see an increase. So if everything was at, say, like 6%, after you get rid of an item, everything would then be at like 7%. What they have been doing, sadly, with most of these event crate rushes now is a sliding scale where the high-end item, in this case Val, has a lower chance of getting her, and then the less desirable items, in this case like 1,000 credits, have a higher percentage value on the bottom. Now, when an item is gone, everything still proportionally changes, but because the top item, or top items, I guess, have such a weaker value to them percentage-wise, they hardly ever change, and it just becomes more and more egregious, especially given the scenario. So like in this case with Val, we have 30 items, first of all, so that's a good chunk of items. The highest I think I've seen these is like 50, so 30 is pretty high for items just to start, all right? And because it's on a sliding scale, Val starts at 0.03% chance to get her in one of the crates when you do your first chance at it, your first spin, which is crazy small, super hard to get. But what's even crazier is because that is affected proportionately as you get items, it goes up in super small increments. So I think it took like somewhere between 6 to 10 of these spins that I did where it only went up like 0.01 or 0.02%. So even after doing about 10 spins on this, Val was still at 0.04 or 0.05% after 10 of them. I'm already a third of the way in. I had to get actually to 22 spins, which is over 2/3 of it, to hit a 1% chance to get Val. All right, that is insane. That amount of spins, meaning you already spent for over half of the event on getting the tokens, and you mostly just cleared out all the bottom items, which are pretty much garbage, right? They're all credits and stuff. Then it isn't until, this is the craziest part, when I have just one item left besides Val, which in this case I think was implant parts. It was an 80% chance to get the implant parts and still only a 20% chance to get her. That's after I had done 28 spins, right? So basically, you have to buy all of the tokens to almost guarantee you will get Val. If you don't, you maybe have like a 20 to 20-ish% chance of getting it, like, even if you've gotten most of them, all right? It just means that for most people, you're not even going to like buy a few to spin, because the chances of you getting it are obscenely small, even less than a single percent to get her or to get the awesome item that you're looking for. So it completely discourages any spending aside from just that super small percentage of whales who are going to buy it. Now, to a certain degree, I can understand that for some items that almost feel like early access, like getting Val right now shouldn't necessarily be required by people because it's brand new, so you can wait until there's other offers that are a little better. But the idea of event crate rushes, period, has been going along on this trend. And it doesn't necessarily have to be the most or newest item. There's other ones that have been using this sliding scale that I really hate. And it's something that we've been talking about with the partners and stuff like that in partner chat, and I really hope it's something that can change. Now, I understand gacha is a system in the mobile world, and it's here to stay, but I do know of other games that do better, that have better pity systems, that have better guarantees of getting items after a certain amount. So I do think that this is something Mech Arena needs to change and work on to make the whole experience better. Otherwise, the only people spending are that top 2%, and no one else cares. And it just takes away fun from the experience. But obviously, there are people who just period hate event crate rushes. I get that, just because they're not easy to win. But I also understand that, you know, there's ways that developers need to make money. So there has to be a middle ground. But I don't know. I'm just curious to hear what you guys think. Obviously, the system right now is not cool to me. So, you know, that's just kind of how it went. And just by comparison's sake, it took me all 30 pulls, all 30 spins to get Val, which was on a sliding scale, and at the same time, the Podgun 8 had a flat percentage value for the spins that you could buy tokens for, and I got that one in 2 spins. So it just, you know, provided more like fun or more value or a better chance for people in my mind. But that's just my overall thinking of it. You guys can let me know what you think. Other ideas you might have to maybe make the system better. I'm always open to hearing other thoughts, especially if you got some creative ideas. Feel free to comment below, and we'll see you out there on the battlefield.